What's going on YouTube? Armani, that car addict, back to you guys with a brand new video. And this video, as you see by the title and the thumbnail, this is your buyer's guide when you're purchasing a 2015 to 2019 Corvette Z06. So number one, I would like to say, do your research as one should when they're buying a performance car, if not your first performance car, as this is mine. So yeah, do your research. These, not just for the performance, you know that, but as far as mechanical, what things may go out, what things may not go out, anything and everything, mechanical inside and out. And number one, I told you guys in the previous video, number two, the wheels, the GM factory wheels on these are prone to hairline crack. So when you're looking at it, if there are already stock wheels on there, be prepared to either buy a new set of wheels, or try to get an inspection on the car and make sure the wheels on the inside are not cracked, because that's where they prone to hairline crack, especially on the rears, mainly the rears. So mainly the rears, but sometimes I've heard from other people the fronts will crack eventually. But either way, if you realize it's a crack, you feel like you lose the air pressure in your car, or your air pressure light, tire TPMS sensor light shows up, just stop driving the car for a while until you get new wheels. Alright, so number three is buy with lower miles. I got my car with 27,000 miles, and I'm at almost 31,300 miles now since I had the car in January. And yeah, buying with lower miles, you'll learn the car itself, and you're better off buying with lower miles because there'll be less problems on you beforehand. Only thing you probably will need to do is oil changes, and that's it. Clean the car. I clean this thing once a week. Every week to a certain extent. And if you're buying out of state, make sure you go and fly out and look at the car. I know some people don't like doing the hassle of taking a flight, going all the way out there and purchasing the car. But in the end of the day, you're paying the money for the car. You might as well just pay for the ticket to go out and see it, versus paying for the repercussions later when you buy the car and it doesn't show up as it was presented to you on camera, not on camera, from the salesman or from the website in general, without looking at it all in person. So do your due diligence to go and look at the car if it's out of state. Now, if you're buying from a owner, strictly from the owner, make sure they have, ask if they have modifications done, because I know some people don't want to buy cars with modifications, but tasteful modifications is okay. Like a catback exhaust on my car, I still have the cats, of course a catback exhaust, and either the supercharger lid or the intake. Those are two tasteful mods, and wheels. Don't forget the wheels. Big thing on the wheels for sure, because that's what helps the car go. So yeah, tasteful mods like that intake, supercharger lid, it helps keep the temperatures on the supercharger down in the summertime, because these are prone to not hairline, I'm thinking of the wheels still, I'm stuck in the wheels. They're prone to heat soak. So like I said, do your research. There's plenty of videos out there that will show you certain things about these cars, including mine, that I'm learning as I drive this car throughout. So also, you're buying from an owner, like seller to seller, make sure they don't have a lien on the car, because sometimes you have to go to the bank. If you take the time to go out to where they live, and then if you actually do the deal, you're gonna have to go to their bank, which 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have to go to the bank Monday through Friday, unless they got a bank that's open on a Saturday. Go there and make sure they can get all the payoff stuff done, transfer all the paperwork to you, and then get signature. I can't remember what it is. Not the title, but yeah, the title and the bill of sale. That's what I was trying to think of. The bill of sale. So you have to do all that. So you have to make time for that. If you're trying to do a day trip, yeah. But if not, always plan for another day, like 2-day trip. And then let me see what else. Sorry, I had notes. I was trying to remember it myself. Also, when you're looking at the car, you have to look at the whole car, all the cracks, all the crevices, everywhere. So, one thing I'd like to say that I noticed from being around a lot of Corvettes at my job and my own is, like right in here, as you can probably see, not too much in the camera. That's from the paint rubbing. Like these creases are like really tight, so sometimes these creases, the fender and the bumper will rub against each other sometimes, and it's usually only in this spot, but sometimes you may get it in this spot up here or over here. I think no, it's not there. Okay, yeah, there's none over here, so that one on that side. So that's a GM thing that I've seen for sure. I mean, it comes with the car because this is 2015, so you're gonna have different problems, and it's a first generation car. Like every not first generation, but like first body style of a newer generation car in 2015. So you'll get things like minor things here and there, and some things that are annoying, some things that aren't. And yeah, just also make sure you look at the splitter. I mean, as you can see, mine is chipped right there. I didn't do it. That was from the previous owner when we first got the car. I'm gonna end up getting a new splitter eventually, so check that out. And check like this. If it's black like this, make sure it's not like wrapped, because this is like painted. This is painted on my hood, but I've seen a few where they had it black wrapped, and it stayed on the car so long, and our previous owners had it sitting outside and the sun faded. So if you see that, I mean, yes, it's protecting the paint, but they had it too long on the car to change it. With wraps, you usually can get out, I say 3 years at max if you're trying to just keep it on there. But if you're trying to do like different wraps all the time, 1 wrap a year. But I'm not gonna do anything. Probably just get this car buffed out and put a paint protection film on it, PPF. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I like the gloss on it, but I may do a satin, clear satin PPF so you can still see the red. But that's about it. And also, with purchasing one of these vehicles, make sure you have a device like a paint meter, so you can test each body panel. That make sure that you're not getting a car that has been painted on one of these bumpers and they're not the same. And also make sure you have like an OBD port scanner thing. I use this thing called the Fixed, so it just hooks up to your phone and you just plug it in the car. You don't really have to start it. Sometimes it'll give you anything that's mechanical wrong with the car, anything that's, it'll give you prices of upcoming services that you'll do, like mindset, oil change, and just a full check over. And it gives you prices for all that stuff too. So it gives you prices so you won't get not chipped out, but like you won't get beat out of a price and pay more than what you need. So yeah, get one of these, or there may be some more out there, but this was the first one I found. So yeah, make sure you get one of these for sure. And I think that's pretty much it. But when I say look at the whole car, like I just looked at one like earlier today, and like right in here, it was cracked. The whole, it was like spider cracking on the tail lights. So yeah, that's on the car. But yeah, just make sure you look over the whole entire car, up and down, inside and out. Have the dealership, well, if you are purchasing from an owner, seller to buyer, sorry, make sure you have them get a pre-purchase inspection from a third party, not a dealership that they know, but a third party dealership that they don't even know. So, and then get the number from that dealership to make sure that you get the call if something's wrong with the car. And also, just look over the car inside and out. I can't stress that enough, because I don't want nobody like looking at a car and be like, oh yeah, it looks good, then they get it and it's like, it acts funny and all that stuff without even getting a pre-purchase inspection. I mean, if you got the money, by all means, do what you want. But also, yeah, back to the low miles thing. If you're not worried about miles and you're about to make this thing like 1,000+ horsepower, don't worry about it. But at the same time, make sure the bottom of the motor is good and all the other internals are good to do so. But if you're going to take the motor out, make this a 1,000+ horsepower car. Okay, before I got interrupted by a gentleman on a bike who was riding by. He also has a C6, but not a Z06, just base model C6, and he was talking about it to me for a second and congratulated me on purchasing one of these cars because they're crazy. He said, stay safe and stay alive. But, and another thing, when I first parked here, it's kind of a crazy story, because as you can see, there's nothing really out here. But I mean, I'll get to that in a second. But there was a gentleman up there. There was a gentleman walking by. He was an older gentleman, and he stopped by. He's like, beautiful car, and he had a military hat on, a Navy. This man said he was 100 years old, like in the middle of nowhere. And I'm just taking video of my car. And he lives up that way. That's where he walked. That's the last time I saw him. But yeah. Anyways, if you're buying a C7Z06, back to what I was getting to, and you're gonna build it like a full-blown race car, buy it with higher miles, because 9 times out of 10, maybe you already have a motor, maybe you already have a 2650 supercharger for it, maybe you already have twin turbos or pro charger and all the other stuff. And don't worry about higher miles. If you're buying it, you're gonna change everything inside and out. Don't worry about the miles. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thinking about that, I think I forgot one thing in my previous video. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. It's the things I disliked about the C7, my C7Z06. And it's not like bad things, not like terrible things, but it comes with the territory of buying these cars. So another thing that I forgot to mention in that video was like this splitter thing right here. So as you can see, it's tinted, right? And then you get inside the car and you look through your rearview mirror and you barely have any room to see what's behind you. Like, you literally have like that much room. So yeah, that was another one of those things I forgot to mention in the things I disliked about my C7Z06. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Yeah, keep track of your mileage as far as oil changes and stuff like that. And if you get I use my fix on my own car when once a month, just to make sure everything's healthy and alright with the car. That's pretty much it. But other than that, just do you. Check the limited slip differentials. Forget about that. Sometimes when you're driving on automatic cars, if you buy an automatic car, sometimes they wear a little bit to the point where you come around the corner and you hear like a little clunk from the rear. So be cautious of that. Like I said, go and drive the car. If it's at a dealership in your state or if it's out of state, go drive the car. It's worth the flight investment. Plus, you probably get to see a place that you've never been. So it's a win-win, sort of. But other than that, I hope this helps you guys on your C7Z06 purchase. Give me your feedback. If you already have a C7Z06, what you think of my interpretation of what to look for. And if you're just buying one, make sure you check out the comments if somebody else has said anything about the C7Z06s. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
She get on my nerves till I ain't got no nerves left. I come out bustin', my diamonds cold like they Russian. I might spend thousands for nothing. Shoe bottoms red like they blushing. Bands in my pockets, I'm stuffing. Shorty, my girl David Ruffin. She on my head like concussion. Stay with a tool like construction.